All right, well, I know you're asking yourself, what am I looking at? Because it looks like snow globes, but it's certainly not Christmas. And this is a giant cat's paw inside the snow globe, and that is because it's the Nyan Cafe event. And in this event, I am going to explain to you how you can claim a collector or premium tank absolutely free to play. Now, I'm not an expert on Nyan other than I know it's something to do with cats. If you actually have any idea what this is all about, please let me know in the comments. But we're going to talk through the event. It's running from the 25th of July through to the 8th of August. So it is a 14-day event. And obviously we're a couple of hours in here. So let's get into the detail and I will talk you through what it is you have to do in order to win yourself one of the tanks available. So it's one of these linear events that Wargaming do quite regularly. There are 13 stages here before you then get to a fork in the road where you can claim yourself a tier 7 tank certificate, or you can claim the paw globe. And if you go for a paw globe, you can see here there are various tanks. There are actually 51, I believe, in here that you have the chance of winning. I'll just scroll down here so you can see which ones they are. And you can see from the various descriptions here that they are touting the Eric Concept 1 as the main prize. But of course, it all depends on which particular tanks that you have. So let's take a look at your chances of winning one of these tanks with the drop rates. There's a couple of things to talk about here, but I'll firstly just go down the list so you can see what the drop chance percentage is. And again, if you just pause the video, if there's any particular tank you are interested in. Of course, you won't get a choice. The the paw globe will shake and something will drop. But what you will notice is as we get down to the bottom here, that you will 100% get yourself an Eric Concept 1 charm. And if you get 10 of those charms from opening 10 paw globes, then you will guarantee yourself the Eric Concept 1. Now, the other thing worth noticing here is that if you do win a tank from the paw globe and you already own the tank, you will not get gold compensation. Instead, you will receive a number of tickets for the Golden Draw ticket event that is currently happening. I've made a couple of videos on that. I'll post the link for you. But in effect, the minimum prize you can win from the Golden Ticket Draw is 250 gold. So if you do claim one of these tier 10 tanks at 21 tickets that you already own, you go into the Golden Ticket Draw with your 21 tickets, you will get yourself a minimum of 5,250 gold. And of course, you may end up winning a lot more. If we take a look down here at 7 tickets, 250 gold minimum return, you're looking at 1,750 gold as a minimum if you get any of these tanks for the second time in this particular event. So that's not too bad at all. All right, so let's take a look at how you actually get this far in the event. All right, and we'll talk about these presents at the bottom very shortly because they are slightly different. But firstly, let's go through the event here. And you complete the stages by winning or earning these coupons. And the way that you win those coupons or earn them is by winning battles in tier 4 to 10 vehicles. There's a minimum XP requirement before premium account boosters and multipliers, as there always is. But in effect, win a battle tier 4 to 10 and you will earn yourself 6 coupons. So what does that mean? Well, it means if you want to complete stage 13, you will need 398 coupons, and at 6 coupons per victory, that means you need to win 66 battles in the 14 days the event is running for. If you're a 50% win rate player, that's 132 battles on average, and at an average battle time of 3 minutes, you're looking at about 6.5 hours, just over 6.5, just under 7 hours of gameplay time, not including time you're waiting in the lobby to get into battles, etc., in order to unlock stage 13 and complete stage 13. Once you've done that, obviously you're going to want to progress to the tier 7 certificate or to the Paw Globe. So what does that look like? Well, it doesn't matter which one you choose. The totality of the event requires you to earn 464 coupons. So you've got 398 already. You want a tier 7 tank certificate. You will need to earn yourself an additional 66 coupons. Or indeed, you've got to stage 13 and you want the Paw Globe. Again, you will have to earn yourself an additional 66 coupons. So that will be another 11 victories. So in total, you want to get yourself a Paw Globe, or you want to get yourself a tier 7 tank certificate. That is going to require you to win 77 battles. For a 50% win rate player, that's 155 battles you will need to be involved in. And at 3 minutes on average for a battle, you are looking at just under 8 hours of gameplay time in order to get your hands on either one of the prizes at the end here. Now, to the best of my knowledge, you can claim both of these. It's just going to take you an additional 66 coupons or 11 victories on top of the 464 that you have earned. So bear that in mind. If you're not quite sure, wait till you get to the end and claim the prize that you definitely want first, and then see if it's possible to go back and earn more coupons to claim the other one. But that is what it's going to take you to get to the end and claim, for example, the Paw Globe, and your chances of winning one of the tanks inside that Paw Globe. Now let's take a look at the presents down here, because those of you who have done snow globes before will be familiar with these. The ones on the left, they cost gold, and they are going to cost you 600 gold each for the first 5 that you buy. Once you've bought 5, you will then get 1 for free, but the price of the present will then increase. Now, it doesn't tell us what the price increase goes up to, so I cannot tell you what that is going to be, but we'll have a look at some more detail on that in a second. Inside the presents that you buy for gold, there's various different bits and pieces, but there is, of course, the Paw Globe, and these are the icons or tags that you need. Once you've got 5 of those, you get the next present for free, and there's obviously some coupons in there as well. Over here on the right hand side is the free present for the first go, and they will then subsequently cost you free XP. And inside here, again, various different bits and pieces, and there's a sandbox certificate, chances of winning one of those, and the Paw Globe is in there as well. Now let's take a look at some more detail on these, because they are not straightforward. And what we can see here is that the golden presents on the left hand side, your chances of winning a Paw Globe are 0.5% for the first 5 presents that you open, but every time the price increases for that particular present, your chances of winning a Paw Globe also increase as well. Very similar for the free XP presents on the right hand side. Your chances of winning a Paw Globe start at 2%, and every time you've opened 50 of those presents, the price will increase, as will your chances of winning a Poor Globe. The golden presents, your chances of winning go up to 10%, and the free XP presents, your chances go up to 3.5%. Unfortunately, I cannot find anything anywhere that tells me how much those presents are going to cost when the price does increase. So just bear that in mind. So there you have it. That is the event. Complete 13 stages up here, free to play, earn your coupons, claim one, possibly both of these at the end, again free to play. And then if you want to take advantage of the repeatable Poor Globe, then you will have to do so by winning Poor Globes from these particular presents. I hope that has helped. I hope that's a useful breakdown, giving you some numbers there and roughly how long it's possibly going to take you in order to do it. This one does look entirely achievable. Let me know in the comments if you are going to go for it and which one of the tanks in the Poor Globe you are hoping for. Thank you very much for watching.